ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thursday. Look at me. I was about to back it up. Happy Thursday. We are almost at the end of the week. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. My name is Daphne Gray, obviously covering the different stories that you guys are still talking about. You want to know more information about those stories that'll make you feel good, make you smile in a way, some that'll have you scratching your head. For example, this one right here, we got to go over it. We're talking about him later on in the sprint, but this guy free climbed his way up a skyscraper, ended up in a pair of handcuffs because he clowning. Again, there are just certain stories out there that'll have me like, Lord have mercy, why? But we're going to get into details of this story coming up later on in the sprint. Want to hear from you guys what you got to think about this, or got to say about this. We'll get to Jazzy Jazz later on as well. First and foremost, again, like I said, those stories that things that you guys are talking about still, stuff that is still making an impact in our country and our nation is obviously the war in Israel against the Hamas terrorists that broke out this weekend. Awful, awful situation. But for one Roanoke County couple, you know, by the grace of God, they are back. But can you imagine what they went through? Okay, so imagine taking off for a flight only to arrive at your destination, which is under attack. That's what happened for one Roanoke County couple's church trip out of Israel or out to Israel over the weekend, okay? So Annette and Kig Lawrence departed for Israel with everything normal, but when they landed in Tel Aviv, Israel was under attack. The couple heard bombs exploding nearby their hotel as they sheltered with other guests in the basement. At that moment, they say that they felt like they could die, and the couple decided to call their grandkids, not knowing what would happen.
They knew what was happening, and I was like, well, you can have my guitar, you can have my banjo. But it wasn't really about things. It was about the people we love the most. Just saying, hey, if this thing goes south, we love you.
So thankfully, the two of them were eventually able to get home after more than 40 hours taking multiple flights. When they arrived, their grandkids were there to meet them. So again, a blessing. I can't even express to you how just hearing the story today just made me smile, because unfortunately, this wasn't the outcome for several people out there due to the sick, evil actions of Hamas. It's just all around just an awful, awful story. But when you are able to come out of it and survive, going on a trip headed to, and you see the bombs and stuff drop, you have to shelter in place. How terrifying that could be when you were just expecting to go enjoy Israel and all of its holiness. And it turns out to be like that, you know. So again, this is just a heavy topic that is going to be in the news for quite some time, because again, this war has intensified to the full extent, as it should, with Israel retaliating against Hamas for doing that to all of the people over there. But we all know war between Israel and Hamas putting Jewish communities across the globe at high alert as well, unfortunately. Cities around the world are ramping up security, stationing police outside synagogues and temples.
The shock, the hurt, and the grief that we are feeling, every person with human conscience should be feeling and should feel devastated at this time.
Yeah, tough situation just to even hear, you know. Meanwhile, vigils and support rallies are being held across the U.S. to show support for Israel. Of course, there are local things that are happening, and if you want to be in the know about what those are, if you go to our website, WSLS.com, again, we've been following this since the war began. Several different stories that we've done. So if you guys are interested in trying to figure out how you can help or what you can do to contribute a vigil that is possibly happening for the Jewish community, go to our website, WSLS.com. And again, let's just keep our prayers going strong for them. Switching gears now to something that'll make you smile. I think this is really cool. Sequest Aquarium in Lynchburg giving students at the Virginia Maryland College of Veterinary Medicine in Blacksburg a chance to care for exotic species, okay? Sloths, porcupines, stingrays, sharks, reptiles, and fish are all part of their rounds. The partnership offers a unique hands-on experience with the chance to learn about topics like aquatic medicine, behavior, and nutrition, While there are 8 Sequest locations nationwide, this is the only aquarium associated with a veterinary college. So cool deal right there. Cool sight to see. I actually want to go check this out because there's these shots that whoever filmed this just got like the beauty of nature. Look at that porcupine. Enjoy him a banana. I love it. I love it so much. Guys, check out the story on our website, WSLS.com. We got it there for you. There's a ribbon cutting today in Martinsville for something that's super duper cute and unique. It's a new business created by Martinsville High School students. It's called The Kennel, which will give teachers at Martinsville Middle School a space where they can relax between classes and purchase a variety of snacks and beverages. Martinsville High School students will staff the kennel, giving them an opportunity to gain valuable experience as to how to open their own business and run their own businesses. Ribbon cutting will take place today at 9:30 at the Martinsville Middle School. So go out there, show them some love, man, doing their things and trying to get that hands-on experience as far as how to run their own business. Also, let's talk about this, man. Rain or Shine, the 13th annual Anthem Go Outside Festival kicks off Friday at Elmwood Park. The 3-day event will have hundreds of hands-on activities and demonstrations like biking, kayaking, bouldering, stand-up paddleboarding. Fan favorites returning this year include BMX stunts, lumberjack, and a highline show. Last year, GoFest brought in $2.1 million in total spending, and this year, organizers are expecting 40,000 people to attend. Organizers say that the goal of the event is to promote the Roanoke Valley as an outdoor destination, and I'm pretty sure they'll get the job done big time because there's a lot of stuff going on out there, and again, it's generating so much money for our economy. A lot of people are excited about that event. It seems pretty fun. So this Friday, Elmwood Park, go out there and enjoy being outdoors. Speaking of being outdoors, today wasn't nearly as cold as it was yesterday, but nevertheless, we are still in those fall-like temperatures. We're merging into that cooler weather. So let's get to meteorologist Chris Michaels, who gives us a look at our forecast on this Thursday.
Hey there, guys. Happy Thursday. A lot to talk about here, starting with both JV and varsity football games. The rain's going to hold off for those. The rain, unfortunately, does get in the way of the annular solar eclipse. It would only be about 37.5% covered. Anyways, Saturday, we have more details on WSLS.com. Strong weekend. Cold front's going to make things feel like mid-November, Sunday into next week. I'll see you guys first thing Monday morning. I'm off tomorrow, so I'll see you Monday morning on the Sprint.
All right, Chris, thank you so much, and enjoy your day off tomorrow. It is so well deserved. All right, moving on to some sad news. Those of you who got your Powerball tickets, get this, nobody won it here, but California got another hit, man. I'm like this close to, I'm just believing that maybe, just maybe, if I just go to California just to get a Powerball ticket, I will win. I have more chances of winning there because that's what it's been. It seems like it's been that way for the past few drawings. But again, one lucky person waking up a billionaire this morning. Winning Powerball ticket was sold in California ahead of last night's drawing. This morning, a $1 million check will be given to the owner of the store where the ticket was sold in Fraser Park, California. The California law, the grand prize winner has up to 1 year to come forward. That's when their name will be released. They can choose a one-time payment of about $756 million or the whole prize of $1.7 billion over 30 years. Other tickets could have won smaller prizes, though, so you can check yours. The winning numbers was 22, 24, 40, 52, 64, and the Powerball is 10. I always feel some type of way when they say you got to step forward and reveal yourself. Obviously, you got to claim your prize, which, you know, as soon as I figured out I won, I'm not wasting any time running straight to the store. But just to be able to have to put your identity out there, I don't like that. I think that is like super dangerous in my opinion. And I think what I would do, because I would be so rich at that time, I would claim the prize money and I would actually pay someone else to act like they're me. You know, I guess we'll pay a different person to keep the same name. If you want to keep it, I got to say the same name, but will be a whole different human being. I think that would be safer, and I would have the money to do so. You know, and somebody out there would be willing to take that risk with the amount of money that I would pay them to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just, what do you guys think about that? Would you come forward so you can flex on everybody, or would you like to stay kind of incognito? That's kind of the route that I would take, but that's just me. Okay, so most common animals you see on leashes are dogs and maybe an occasional cat, but what about a chicken. We got a really cute story right here coming your way that I have never seen before. This is in Rhode Island. This chicken is quite the hit. Chicken's name is Brownie, and she's clearly the favorite among the chickens in the coop. Two sisters told their mom that they wanted to buy a chicken leash, and that is apparently a real thing. You could buy one on Amazon for about $10. So that they took their money that they saved up over the summer and brought one. And Brownie started joining them on their morning walk to the school bus. Look at Brownie. Look at her rocking that leash, boy.
All of the boys and girls in the back standed up and they kept looking at the chicken because it was so funny how the chicken just had a leash.
She's as cute as a button. So their mom says having Brownie see them off to school starts everybody's day off on the right foot. I can only imagine. I made this joke earlier where Brownie looked like she's been taken into custody. But, I mean, that's super cool. That's unique. I have always wanted a chicken as a pet. I think they're just, there's something just really interesting about them, and they're kind of funny. And like I said, fun fact, when I was in Arkansas, I remember going to cover this fire at this trailer area, and one of the firemen, they came up to me and they were just like, Jeff, I just want you to know that we just got a chicken and we named the chicken Daphne. And I thought that was the funniest thing ever because, again, chickens are just unique creatures, and the fact that they named a chicken after me, I didn't take it as an insult, but that was probably their way of saying that I got a loud mouth and I'm barking all the time. But either way, cool beans right there. If you got chicken and you want a chicken leash, apparently they make those. So go to Amazon and get one right now. All right, so here's a cool story as well, something that's raising awareness about a very important issue, I think. Cross-country journey for a good cause, all on the back of a horse. That was the case for Marine veteran Matt Pereira, embarked on for the sake of raising awareness for veterans suffering from PTSD. Matt started his journey in Southern California back in April. He just recently arrived in North Carolina on Tuesday, marking the end of his long journey. Now, for him, the long journey was one of healing and hope as he dealt with his own mental health struggle. The former Marine has founded the Right House or Righteous Life Rescue Ranch to help other veterans facing the same challenges. So we were talking about that earlier today about how awesome equine therapy has turned out to be for a lot of veterans. I did a Deep Blue Ridge with a gentleman who was talking about how being in that particular therapy helped him with his PTSD, helped him get control over the situation. And, it's just a really cool therapy to have, but more than anything, to raise awareness about this for our veterans. We have so many beautiful veterans out there, and it's sad to see how many are homeless, because it's just like, you guys literally fought for our country. You literally fought for us to have the rights that we have today. You fought for me to be able to have a platform right here, and yet, there are still so many things that I think is lacking as far as resources to help them. So the fact that this guy is doing his thing, raising awareness about the importance of putting our veterans' mental health first, I think that's a big deal. So, yeah, shout out to old Matt Pereira doing his thing and raising awareness for our veterans. And, again, thank you all for your service. I can't say that enough. All right, so we got to get to this crazy head-scratching story that we were telling you guys about earlier, this Daredevil who decided that he wanted to climb up a skyscraper and ended up in a pair of handcuffs, as he should have been, okay? So a Chicago man free climbing all the way to the top of a skyscraper just to be awarded handcuffs. Well-known activist known as pro-life Spider-Man turned heads in Chicago when he free climbed up the city's 40-story Accenture Tower. It says authorities in Chicago had to shut down rows around 600-foot skyscraper and ascend to the top to meet the man at the peak and arrest him. Pro-life Spider-Man did not wear a suit, but he did give everyone around the scene of a scare. But yeah, no, I get nervous when I see people cleaning windows on skyscrapers. But look at him. Free climbing. He's just acting like he's just climbing on a monkey bars or something, or just on a tree. And this man, I just can't. I don't get it. But that's the cause that he's representing, and he's doing so. This is the extent that he does so to do it. I actually looked this up online. He is known to do this for the past few years now, from what I saw. So yeah, thank God nothing awful happened. I'm so happy that he He didn't hurt himself. So happy he didn't get himself in an awful, awful situation that could have resulted in, not only so many resources trying to save him, but just the fact of the matter is that his life is still functioning now. So yeah, that's something that's always a blessing right there. Kareem got on my Facebook page, and he says that, yeah, that's a note for me. Not even going to watch live coverage of him doing it. All right, Kareem's like, I'm not even thinking about it right now, which is understandable because, again, that's a scary situation to even see. And the fact that this dude is bold enough to do it is just like, whew. In my opinion, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But what does Jazz think? Let's get to Jazzy Jazz. Jazz, what do you think about this guy?
I think it's insane. Like, I want to know what even pushed him or motivated him to do this, because it could have gone so wrong. Like, one wrong step, he would have been gone. So I'm glad that things ended well, but I'm terrified of heights. So I couldn't imagine doing this myself. But I just wonder, like, maybe he's a thrill seeker. Maybe he was trying to have, like, a bit of adventure. Maybe he got dared to do it. But I really just want to know the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, this could have went terribly wrong. And it's just, for what? Like, why did you do this?
Yes.
And, imagine, like, walking on the street and seeing this.
Oh, my gosh.
I can't even begin to imagine.
It would be terrifying. And, I think it's like, so certain people do certain things to raise awareness about certain causes. For example, we're talking about Matt, who rode his horse across the nation to raise awareness for PTSD for veterans. This guy, I'm assuming based off of his name being pro-life Spider-Man, I'm assuming he took it a different route by climbing vertically to literally raise awareness about, his belief in pro-life and the pro-life argument. So that's what I'm assuming. Either way, that's a risk that I don't think I would ever take.
Yeah,
So,
I understand that trying to raise awareness surrounding an issue that's controversial and, like, has a lot of different people just have a lot of different opinions on it, but I feel like he could have definitely went about it a different way. It's incredibly dangerous.
yes.
And he would have been done for.
Yeah,
I'm glad
exactly.
that he's safe and they were able to safely remove him from the building, but it was 40 stories.
Yeah.
I think he said 600 feet tall.
Yes.
It's just too dangerous.
Exactly.
If you want to raise awareness about an issue, do it in a different way. But I guess I can see, like, why he would do that, because the shock factor.
Yes. Get people talking. So, Jed, tell me, do we have any comments or viewers today?
We have some viewers. We don't have any comments, but this story is crazy, so I imagine we'll get some comments coming in later. To do that, just head to our website, go to our Morning Sprint article, drop into the comment forum right beneath the live stream, and leave a comment there. You can also comment on YouTube or on Facebook. It's super easy to do so, and we would love to hear your thoughts on these crazy stories that we go over every day. So.
Definitely. All right, Jazz. Thank you so much, girlie.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yeah, no, she said it best right there. Some crazy stories we always go over. And sometimes, again, if you got something that you want us to know about, please let us know. Drop it in the comment section. Jazzy Jazz is always on top of trying to keep us engaged with our audience. And she's also on top with trying to keep people insiders. And in the insiders, you'll figure out the different events that are happening here from WSLS. And one of them being this cool deal, WSLS Trick or Treat event at Lehman Family Farms. Once again, scaring up a lot of fun. And we'll be celebrating the spooky season with lots of candy, music, and games Thursday, October 26th. Please don't miss it. It's free, but you can pay $15 for additional activities at the Fall Festival, like the corn maze, farm animals, and so much more. And it's for a good cause. Half of the donations will go to benefit a local charity. But again, WSLS News team will be there. Some of us will be dressed up in costume, ready to just participate with the kiddos. For additional details on the event, you can head to our website at WSLS.com. Let's get to these headlines that are happening throughout our newscast, including our 10 news at noon. Obviously, the biggest deal that's happening worldwide is the Israel-Hamas war. It's entering day 6 now. Israeli military says that it is preparing to send soldiers into Gaza. Unfortunately, more than 1,200 people have died on both sides, Israel and Gaza Strip as the war rages on overseas. Hundreds are still being held hostage by Hamas, and the State Department says that at least 22 Americans have been killed, which is a sad situation, 17 unaccounted for. So the latest on that front as far as what's going on there. Plus, the town of Blacksburg is considering a plan to add speed cameras to school zones. Blue Line Solutions is a speed enforcement company that partners with local law enforcement to curb school zone speeders. The results this company has seen, that's coming up. Apparently, they are positive results. And then last but not least, hidden fees are a growing problem for concert tickets, hotel rooms, and even utility bills. Now the White House is cracking down on any bogus or hidden fees. We got those stories and so much more on our website, WSLS.com, and on air in our later newscasts. Thank you guys so much for joining us today on our Thursday's edition of the Morning Sprint. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, WSLS.com.